Today we are cooking rice with chickpeas, the Pakistani style, and actually it's my style too. So it's my first video, so please bear with me. I don't know how to maneuver this camera, so yeah. So as you can see, I've already taken oil in a pan, and I have to lit the fire. And some of you don't know how to do it. I'll show you. Just turn it and take this and boom, it's on. Don't mind my dirty kitchen. I just can't afford an expensive one. So yeah, here we have onions that we need. All right, so I chopped some onions halfway, and my thing is I don't chop everything before. I just do it while everything is cooking. So while the oil is heating, I'll chop the onions. So yeah, that I'll do. And you don't need like a cutting board or anything. You just use knife and hands, and that's it. I'll show you demo how with this one. All right, so let's see. So here's the onion, and I'll be like cutting it. So as you can see, I take this and this and this and this and just chop it like this. I'll give you a better view. I hope this view is better. So I made some cuts here like this. I'll just chop it off, and your eyes will hurt, so yes, so don't worry. And I just go like this. You don't have to be like perfect or anything. If you want to be perfect, you can use cutting board, but for me, I just do it. It's faster. So our oil is ready. So I took this one piyaz, and I think that's all we need. We don't want more. For 4 cups of rice, this is enough. So I'm gonna throw them in here. You have to be very careful because, you know, I'm using one hand. I don't have a tripod or anything. So putting everything in here, and I'm using my new iPhone. I don't know. So here they are inside. Be very careful. If there's any water in the onions, the oil will splash on you. Nobody tells you that. I have it on medium. I can put it on high now. I use this wooden stick. It's my favorite because the more you use it, the softer it gets. So yeah, you can use any one. I like the wooden ones. They're just easier to work with. So yeah, while they're frying, I'll show you what else we need for this recipe. While our onions are frying, I want to show you what I put while the onions fry. So these are the black pepper. This is just the star anise. It's long. I don't know what they're called in English. Cinnamon sticks, some bay leaves, some lychee, and that's it. So I have bigger sticks, but I prefer the smaller ones because yeah. Still frying. I will throw in all these garam masalas. So yes. Using one hand, so I'll just throw in these. Yeah. So I'll just let them fry. 1 spoon of zira, as you can see. They're called like the fennel seeds or the black fennel seeds. Just throw them in there. Now you can see it. And mix it. You put these things in your rice for mostly for the aroma and taste, and especially the star anise. It smells really good, and it's actually a flower. So yeah, you do need these things in your rice. It's not a secret, but my mom taught me. So yeah, as you can see, our onions are pretty fried up. that's the color we want, like the golden brown, because I'm using the um, uh, purple onions. So we don't want to burn them, just this color is fine. We don't want them too light, because if you keep them too light, the rice will be sweeter or whatever you are making. So now at this point, I will throw in my tomato. I cut one tomato, small size or medium size. As you can see, I'm using the same plate. Why? Because I do not like to wash dishes at all. So we reuse things. As you can see, everything was clean in there. So yeah. And one more thing that you're supposed to put it before onions is ginger garlic paste. If you have the paste from market, you put it together with tomatoes. But if you have the original one that you blended at home, you do it before, because that takes time to cook. So I'll put the paste with my tomato. That you put the real one, but I'm using paste from market because I'm lazy. So I'm gonna use 1 spoon, or I can use a half if I really want it. So I'll use half, like a full spoon. Yeah. I don't use tablespoon. I use big spoon because I'm broke. All right. So we mix it in. Mix it well. As our tomatoes are cooking, I'm gonna lower the temperature to medium or medium low. Okay, and I will add my spices now. So now I have my camera on stand. I'm gonna put some turmeric. I usually don't, but I will. If you put turmeric in your rice, it will be yellow, but I don't worry about it. I'll put 2 crushed red chili because I like my rice spicy, and I want 1.5 spoon of coriander powder and 2 spoons, yes, 2, because I like it hot, 2 spoons of red chili powder. Yeah, and mix it well. And please, this is the trick. Before you mix, because there's hot oil in it, you need to put a little bit of water in it. I'll show you why. Because, let's see, if you put water, the spices won't burn. If you don't put water, they will burn and then you won't get the taste. So if you put like a little bit of water, it's better. That's good. And now we can bring our heat to full, and then they can cook evenly. And if you feel like you can put more oil into it, because you want spices to cook slowly and eventually is good. You want to paste like consistency, because this is our base for our rice. And the chickpeas go in the end because they're already cooked in the can. So yeah. So they look okay to me. As the spices are cooking, we want to keep stirring so that they don't stick to the bottom. And as you can see, I'm just keep stirring it. You need to cook your spices, because if you don't, like, you won't get the taste and they will be like bitter. So we want to cook them as much as possible. Just keep stirring them and keep putting more water, because they will stick at one point. So you need to add more water. So just get a small cup and get water. That's all. They're starting to stick at the bottom. and burn. You don't want this. I'm gonna add more water. Here. See? And just mix it well. Don't worry, because the water will evaporate and you will be left with spices, but we want to cook them. Okay, so just keep stirring like that. That's good. And you want to see the color, and you know your spices are cooked when the oil separates. If the oil is not separated, that means they still need to be cooked. And but we're starting to see oil, but I don't like to put much oil to it. But yeah, you need oil. You can use olive oil, vegetable. I use vegetable oil, or you can use corn oil, avocado oil, but we prefer like corn oil or canola oil. Yeah. Look at this nice color that you're getting. The consistency is just great. It's like it's about to get ready. And our next step will be very simple. Hi, as you can see, I put 6 cups of water. I'll be putting 2 more cups of water because I'm using a bigger pan, which is like a wider one, and that does evaporate water. So I'll be putting 2 cups of water. And I'm forgetting one important step, that is 2 spoons of 2 spoons of salt. I forgot that. Very important. You need salt for your rice. You can forget everything but not salt. So yeah, I'm sorry. Using 2 spoons, this one, okay? Not the small one I use, because that's how I know. This is like the tablespoon, you can say. All right, 2. But it's fine if you forget something. Don't put a lot, because if you put a lot in the beginning, you can't fix it. Just put a little bit and then you can taste it. You can taste this water. Like take it in the spoon. Not this one, but other one, the clean one. And just on the tip of your tongue, you can taste it. Just mix it well. I need to add 2 more cups of water to make it 8 cups of water, because I'm using 4 cups of rice. And the cup size I'll show you, that's the small size that I used to put water in. So if you're using 2 cups of rice, you're using 4 cups of water. You can add more. I added the last cup of water. This is my size. I use this small cup. This is good. And you can use the same size for water. So yeah, after adding water, actually this step should be done before, as I forgot to add salt. I forgot one important thing, which is to add chicken cube. It's like a stock. You can use any company, but I use this one because it's halal and I only eat halal food. So I will just crush it with my hands. You can use spoon, but I usually crush it with my hands and just put it in. My hands are clean, by the way, so don't come at me. We'll just mix it in. Our water is boiling because we cannot put rice until this mixture comes to a boil. Our heat is full. So yeah, you can also cover it to make it faster. I'm in not hurry because I just want to show you the process. So after mixing it well, the chicken cubes, and just remember that you put everything, you just leave it like that. You can take out the wooden spoon because it takes the heat. You can see I'm using basmati rice. They're very delicious and they have aroma that you can find in any other kind of rice. I use specific brand, Pakistani brand is called Zebra, and I soaked it for 30 minutes and I washed it until the water was clear. I don't want any fogginess in the water, so I washed it until the water was clear. Now I'll drain the water. When is it time to drain the water? You drain the water when you see that this mixture is starting to bubble. That means it's ready. You are good to go. Okay, we added our rice. Sorry, I forgot to record. I added my rice As you can see, I added my rice, and now I'm going to give it color. And the flame is high because we want rice to soak all the water. And after a few minutes, we'll just add our chickpeas, because if we put them now, they will break. As you can see, just after 3 minutes, we see progress. It's starting to get bigger and absorb more water. So we want them to soak all the water, and then we're done. And then we'll cover them for like about 10 minutes. Just remove all the excess water, and I'll show you that in a moment. For now, this is the progress. They soak in all the spices. They have soaked in most of the water, and at this point I'll add my chickpeas, and I'm using this specific brand because I love it and they taste so good. So I'll drain the water and just drop them right in there. So this is the time if you're in a, if it's like really soaking in, you can just lower the heat. As you can see, I drained these. I'll just drop them in there and just gently mix it in, because we don't want to break our rice. We don't. I don't like that. So as you can see, they're like really soaked in. We could have put them before, but I was like late. Sorry. It's my first time so filming and cooking, so yeah, I make mistakes. You can add more black pepper or red chili. At this point, the crushed red chili or black pepper, but I'll leave it like that. Okay, water is almost gone, but you can see some of it. We have to leave some water. As you can see, it's almost gone, but we have to leave some water for the last minute coverage, and I'll show you how to do that. Now we want to bring this into an airtight position, and in my language we call it dum. So I use this cloth and I cover my covering like that, so that it soaks all the excess water, just like that. I hope you can see it. Like that. So I covered it all, and I bring it like that, and I'm gonna just put it all over like that. Is that? You can see I covered it well so that we can soak in the excess water. It is recommended to do that, but you can do it without, but the water will drip right on top. All the sides. Very smallest heat, you can see. That's better. Just want warm to go very slowly and then distribute all over. So we'll see you after 10 minutes. So our timer for 10 minutes is off now, and we want to check the condition of rice and if they need more time or less time. So let's check. So you have to be very careful because it does contain moisture. It comes right on your face, right like this. So they look pretty good. They look raised. So one way that my mom told me to check if they are done, like there's no water left, is use the same spoon that you're using and just gently tap it. And do you hear the sound? This means there is no water, but you can actually check underneath too. See? That's good. Like there's no water in there, and it's pretty cooked all the way. And I'm just taking out all the moisture in there so that they don't like stick together. They have the perfect consistency. They look pretty good. They look delicious. You can see all the paste is here. If you mix it well, we don't want to mix it too much, because if you mix it too much they will break. As you can see, the top ones are good because they're untouched, but the bottom one are just mushed up and they just break easily. So yes, just gently take out all the hot air, because when you take it out they just like separate very easily and nicely. At this point I think this is perfect. And yeah, this is your perfect chickpea rice, Pakistani style and my style. And I'll drop in some pictures. If you like my video, give it a like and share, and let me know if you made it that way, and I'll let you know. And that's it for today. Love you guys. I hope you appreciate my first video. Thank you so much. Have a good day.